I want to start with Iraq, as we were talking about. Yes, the 233 killed, and we've gotten used to all these people dying, and people think it's normal. It's not normal. They're civilians, so they're somebody else's kid. There's somebody's daughter. There's somebody's son. There's somebody's mom. Somebody's grandparents. All these people that are being blown up in the markets, etc. But you know what? It's so Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid and a couple of congressional leaders go talk to the president about what to do about it. And the president, as always, of course, absolutely 100% obstinate. Won't budge. And, when somebody mentions Vietnam, he flies off the handle and says, I don't want to hear any comparisons like that. And then John Boehner comes out of the meeting. John Tobacco Checks Boehner comes out. He's the House minority leader. And he says, oh, well, the Democrats are for surrender. When I hear that, look, because I care about human beings, I'm not actually going to do this. But what it makes me want to do is say, all right, you win, John Boehner. Go ahead. Have your Iraq war. Have it. Go. Do whatever you want. We'll step back and enjoy the show. Okay? Let's see what you do with it. Because you know what you're going to do with it? You're going to run it into the ground just like you have for the last 4 years. You're going to make a fool of yourself. And you're going to make the situation 10 times worse. Because you have this idiot president who doesn't have any idea what he's doing. This surge is, at this point, now making things worse than they were before. Because it's, again, nothing but a military solution. And you see how the military solution is working. 233 dead yesterday, 85 dead the day before, 65 dead the day before, and it keeps getting worse and worse. So go ahead. See, show me what you got.
See, here's the other side of that. Here's the calm guy side of it, okay? I'll be the calm guy for a second. These guys, Boehner and the rest of them, know this war is lost. They know they made a mistake. They know it's wrong. They know it's not going to work out. They are sacrificing people's lives, troops' lives, our kids' lives, those Iraqi civilians' lives, every day for politics. That's my bottom line on it. They know that it's lost. They know it's hopeless. They just want to stick it on the Democrats. And if that means we have to stay in there another year, another 2 years, another 1,000 American kids have to die, another 10,000, 50,000 Iraqis have to die, that's okay with them.
See, that's why, RJ, I really think that this is, much sicker than playing politics with Virginia Tech. Because we'll get back to Virginia Tech, but I think that people have to answer some political questions there, and I'm going to cut them a little bit of a break on that. That's my take on it. We'll, talk about that later. But here in the Iraq case, it's, as you said, it's purely politics. And does John Boehner, in of heart of hearts, believe that they're going to win this war? No way. No way. When you talk to the other Republican leaders in the Senate, Mitch McConnell, Pat Roberts, some of the hardcore conservatives, as hard right-wing as it gets, they tell you, listen, man, we're going to give it another 6 to 9 months. But if the security situation doesn't pan out, that means we're going to lose the 2008 election, so then we'll pull the rope on it. So they don't believe it's going to work either. Right. And who in their right man? I mean, we get Michael Hirsch in Newsweek comes on every Monday and talks about how this surge, if it was going to work, any rational person, and these guys, I mean, Mitch McConnell, for however loathsome he is, he's not irrational, he's not stupid, right? He knows that the surge, if it were to work, and the extra escalation and all that, would take 2 years minimum, but realistically 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. And the McConnells and the Roberts and the Boehners and the Bushes, they all know that we're not going to stay there for 2 years, 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. They know it.
Well, plus, everybody talks about the surge as if it's a new idea. The surge is just taking the troop levels back to where they were 12 to 18 months ago. It wasn't working then.
You're exactly right again, RJ. I mean, we've had people on the show talk about how we've done this quote-unquote surge 4 or 5 times already in Iraq. And it never worked any of those times. It's not going to work now. And my problem, and at the core of it, is what you said first, which is these guys know it's not going to work, and they're doing it for politics. And so they're willing to sacrifice tens of thousands of Iraqi lives and hundreds and probably thousands of American lives. I mean, those are real kids from the heartland or from all over this country who are going to die for John Boehner's political career.
And
so John Boehner can say, I didn't lose the war, the Republicans didn't lose the war, the Democrats surrendered. If it wasn't for the Democrats' surrender, we would have won. And he knows that's not true, and he says it anyway, and he has all those kids killed so he can say, hey, listen, vote for me in 2008.